This is Texas Tiger Diggs during the beginning of a little cold snap here in Texas. And I haven't been out to hunt today. Now, cold in Texas is a relative thing. I know some of you probably with this so-called polar vortex back in my ancient, more rural days. This kind of weather change was called a blue norther. I'm not exactly sure how that would be phrased in other parts of the country, but down here, a blue norther meant you could see on the horizon a blue line that now we know, or now I know to be a front, and you could just see it approaching, and then when it hit you, you had a 20, 30 plus degree drop in temperature. So we had about, it was 72 last night, and it's 39 now. So that is a pretty good temperature drop. And now that's not cold enough not to detect, but it is cold enough not to detect when you haven't made suitable preparation. So I'll be doing that as well. Anyway, this is a box opening, getting to the seat of the thing. Surprisingly enough, this is a box opening, and it's a box opening on something you've probably seen multiple times out in the market already, and on many videos. It's a pinpointer, so if you read the title of this video, you know what the pinpointer is, so I won't announce it. So what I'll do now is I will turn the video recorder off for a minute, and I will open this so you don't see me struggling with this unpacking like I always do. So hold on just a second, and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. The packing paper is off again. Sorry for jiggling the camera. The packing paper is off, so now you see it's the Makro pointer. And you heard a lot of. I'm going to open it up. I'm not going to do this ooh wow what it's got. You've seen it before, I'm sure. If you're watching many videos as I do, I know some of you have that same sickness to watch detecting when you're not doing it that I do. So in any case, instructions, and people were wowing over the case. Heck, I have no trouble keeping up with the pointers. The case is going to disappear in no time flat. I'll put it somewhere. I'll end up using it for some other purpose. In any case, it's got battery, it's got the pointer, etc. So that's the traditional box opening, without the gasp of exaltation. So I'm going to take this, drop the battery in, and the thing that I was not concerned about, was interested in, is when they announced this detector. I heard one guy, and probably more than once, "Oh, great, the first underwater detector." And I thought to myself, what's this then? I mean, not the underwater detector, the first underwater pinpointer. I said, then what's this then? The Vibra Quatic. It's a pinpointer of sorts. There's also a Vibra probe, which is a definite pinpointer. I'm not going to be looking at that one because I didn't have good luck with the Vibra pointer. I have had good luck with the Vibra Quatic. I've used it in the field, and I also know that the Urban Treasure Hunter, a gentleman just to the south of me in Houston, also uses this on a daily basis, both in the water and outside the water. I don't use it all the time because I'm a big fan of the TRX, the pinpointer that I have misplaced and I've got to find. That's my life. But I'm going to test against this to the degree I can. And there's a certain unfairness to trying to compare a VLF to a pulse device. And the Makro pointer is, I believe, a VLF device. And this is a pulse device because pulse does better in an environment where it's being used like earth or water or whatever than it does in the air. So I'm going to create a little test that I hope is going to be of some value in a not actual Earth, but it's going to be, let's just say, a close approximation. It's about the best I can do. My little test garden is a big flower pot here, so that's about how I'm going to have to work it right now. In any case, I'm going to stop. I'm going to get the Makro pointer up. Might do a little reading just to see exactly how it's used, and then I will come back and run my little test. And I am looking forward to more than one thumbs down. Whenever you run a test, air test or anything, the thumbs down begin to appear. Hopefully a thumbs up or two will come around too. In any case, I will work on this for a little bit, and I will be back, and I will show you my test scenario and put it in place. Alright, I've got it going. I've switched it on. I've got it functioning. And I'm going to now run my little test. Now I got my little test scenario going, and there is something interesting about this, is the way you change the sensitivity. So I lowered the sensitivity, so now it's at 1. See that? 1. So I'm going to raise it. I'm going to double click the green button, and that should raise it. Now it's 2. Now it's 3. Now it's 4. So now this is now at max sensitivity. Once I show you something, let me switch it off here. Hold the green button for a second. It's switched off. Now these are 2 very small paper cups. So on the outside, if you can see that, not sure, probably not. But you can take my word for it on this. I think you can trust me this much. This is 3.5 inch. These are 3.5 inch deep cups. So these are very, very small cups. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not trying to force these detectors to do anything TRX like or go 5 inches down. But so I'm going to just take these cups, and I'm going to fill one of them half full of soil, which should make it about a 1.75 inch depth. And then I'm going to put a coin, and then one I'm going to put a coin at the bottom, fill it all the way up to the 3.5 inch depth. So that would be a suitable test. If they can reach one or the other or both, they're still good pinpointers. If they can reach the 3.5 inch, then they're very good pinpointers. So I'm going to try that. Now if they hit the 3.5 inch easy, I might just add a little bit more depth. Maybe add another cup, and then maybe a little bit more soil. But we'll see how that works as we go. So let me get this going, and we will give my little test a try here. This is not a direct soil, but it's potting soil, so it'll do for this test. And I fill this about half full of potting soil. So now I'm going to just take a coin and put it on there. I think I'm going to give both of these the best chance at success. So I'll go full-blown quarter here. And we all prefer to get quarters to most any other coin, at least any other coin in wide circulation. We all love dollar coins and half dollars as well. It's harder to find. So I'll take the quarter, and I'm just going to put it right there on top of this soil. And see this empty cup here. I'm going to take this quarter and put it here. So I'm going to take the empty cup now, and I'm going to fill it all the way up with potting soil. Okay, so that's at about 3.5 inches. Then I'm going to take this cup, and I'm going to fill it up. It's already half full with a quarter in it. Put the quarter in it, and I'm going to fill it all the way up with soil. Okay, and then I'm going to mark the cup. This is the cup. I'll just put that little carabiner on there. This is the cup with the coin at the bottom. Let me put a little more soil in there. All right, right to the very top, with the coin at the bottom, and the one without the little carabiner in there is the one with the coin in the middle. So then I'm going to plant these in my little in-apartment test garden here. We're going to run a test on them. We're going to see which one of them is going to be deeper. So I have to reposition my camera, and we'll do that. Okay, guys, I'm not going to just use these cups and just sit them on something. I'm going to actually bury them so I can come as close as possible emulating an actual Earth situation. So this is the coin at the bottom with the little blue connector on there, and this is the one. And I'm gonna put this one on this side and this one on that side. So let's just dig this down. Again, fill up around it, and let me do the same here. Dig this down. Fill up around it. Now they should be at approximately the same level. And maybe the cup's supposed to be sticking out a bit, but alright. On this side we have the cup at full depth, and this is the cup at half depth. So that's 3.5 and 1.75 inches. So let's now run a little test here. All right, we're going to first run let's run the Makro Pinpointers. This is the new boy on the block, and we're going to see exactly how this is going to work. So hold on for a second. All right, I'm going to switch it back on. Now you saw that I set it at 4, which is the full sensitivity before. So I'm just going to click it on here. So it's not full sensitivity. All right, I'm going to go to the cup where the quarter's at half depth. Should be able to reach this with no problem. All right, 1.75 inch down, no problem. Anyway, okay, I'm going to go to the other cup with full depth. This is the 3.5, give or take a quarter of an inch. Not getting anything. Okay, I'm going to go down beside the cup with my pinpointer. And I can get it, but I have to go down by the cup. So I can't get it at the full 3.5 inches with the Makro pointer. That's not horrible, because we know that that's about the same thing we would get with the Mind Lab or Garrett pinpointers. All right, let's take the Vibra Quatic. Now, the Vibra Quatic, Vibra Quatics don't have a lot of tests, because not many people want to test the vibration on the machine, but you do have something here. You have a little light. So let me hold this up. Okay. Now there's a light here that I think you can see, and that will let me know when it's reacting to a target. So this is the one about 1.75 inches. See there? See, we're getting it. Now, but see, that is because it's a pulse pinpoint, I have to move it. But you can see that little light reacting. So I think I can see it. So you know that it's getting it. So now let me go over to the other one that is at 3.5 inches. And let me try it. See, not getting it there as well. Now, I can't say that one is better than the other, but they both will work fine at about 1.75 to 2 inches, which is probably good for a pinpointer. I'm a big fan of the TRX, which goes 5 inches down. But, this, you can't really compare much with it. It's in a class by itself in depth. But, some people have issues with it because it has some stability issues at its highest settings. But you get used to that after a while. So, don't know what that proves, but it proves that, number one, that the Makro, though great, is not the only underwater metal detector. And and I think the depth that you can get to Vibra Quatic is considerably more than the depth you can get with the Makro. But I'm going to take it out and use it in the field. So we'll see how it works when we get out there. That's not not a definitive test, and I can't really say I can name a winner there. But I believe this is competitive. This is competitive with the Mind Lab and the Garrett. And like the edge that the Garrett AT Gold and AT Pro has on everybody, the Makro, being a waterproof to some degree, well, it's to 100% according to them to a certain depth. Uh, you know, they have that edge over the Garrett pinpointer. So it's interesting to see how the market's going to be. But these are selling real well. I had to back order this. By the way, I back ordered this from a place called Windy City Detectors, and they told me the middle of November, and it came in early November. I appreciate that. I don't usually do back orders because I've had some bad experiences with other companies when they said 3 weeks, it ended up being 6 weeks or 5 weeks. But this company told me when they were going to ship it, and they beat their projection. So I appreciate that. In any case, this is Texas Tiger Diggs, and I will catch you next time. And I'll probably catch you out trying this in the cold in the not too distant future.